Welcome to Ganitika.com. This is a website for mathematics lovers, learners and leaders. In this video, I am going to explain about angle of elevation and depression. This comes under trigonometry part 3 in Ganitika.com website, and this also deals with other real life problems. I'll explain angle of elevation and depression with an example in this video, and also I'll give you some other example and show you how to draw diagrams and solve the problems using angle of elevation and depression. And let's proceed now into this video. Now we all know about this story of Rapunzel and the prince. The prince comes in every day and asks Rapunzel to drop her hair because she has long hair, and then he climbs through the hair and meet the princess. Now let's consider one scenario where the prince has just arrived and he is looking at Rapunzel, asking her to drop her hair out of the castle. Now Rapunzel is looking down at the prince and the prince is looking up at Rapunzel. This is what we want at the moment, and therefore the line of sight between the prince and Rapunzel is here, and we call this as the line of sight because they are looking at each other at this moment. Normally the prince would have been looking into this direction if he has not been looking up at Rapunzel, right? If he keeps his neck straight, this is the line of sight that he will have. Therefore, this is called the horizontal line of sight. So this is the normal line of sight that a person would have if he is not moving his head. So in this case, he is moving his head up to look at Rapunzel through an angle of this much. And therefore, this is called angle of elevation because you are elevating your head to look up to something. Therefore, we have from the horizontal towards the line of sight that we are having now, we call that angle as angle of elevation. In the same way, if Rapunzel was not looking down but looking straight, her horizontal line of sight would be here, which is a horizontal line from her eyes. So this is her normal line of sight, but since she is now looking at the prince who is below her level, she has to bend her head down towards this angle, which is also called angle of depression. So this angle, since you are looking down from your horizontal line of sight, we call this as angle of depression. But you can see that the prince has to look up from his horizontal line of sight. Therefore, he has an angle of elevation while Rapunzel has an angle of depression. So this is the basic idea about angle of elevation and depression. So when you look up to something from your horizontal line of sight, you form an angle of elevation, whereas from your horizontal line of sight, if you want to look down on something, you get an angle of depression. So both angles of elevation and depression are formed with horizontal lines only. They are never formed with vertical lines. So they are always formed with horizontal lines because that is how you either look up or look down from your horizontal line of sight. So we can consider this as a mathematical diagram like this, removing all the unwanted stuff and the story stuff here. We get this as our mathematical diagram. So we can see that there are two horizontal lines and there is the line of sight in between them acting as the transversal. So you know that by the property of transversal between two horizontal lines, the two angles, which is angle of depression and angle of elevation, should be equal to each other because of the z property between two horizontal lines. So these two angles make the interior angles between the two horizontal lines. Therefore, they are going to be equal to each other because the line of sight is between the same two people. So let's consider more example and see how to draw the diagram for this scenario. The angle of elevation of the top of a tree from a point P on the ground, which is 100 meters from the foot of the tree, is 35 degrees. This is the information given and I want to make the diagram for this information. So the angle of elevation of the top of a tree. So we need a vertical tree first, and this tree is placed on a ground and there is a point on the ground. Therefore, we can consider the ground to be the green dotted line, which is horizontal line, and there is a point P on the ground, which is 100 meters from the foot of the tree. So the foot of the tree is here, which can be called N. Therefore, the distance between P and N is 100 meters. So the distance of the point P from the foot of the tree is 100 meters. So we draw the tree, we draw a P away from the foot of the tree, and we call this distance as 100 meters. Therefore, Pn is 100 meters in this case. Now what happens? From P, we are looking at the top of the tree. So the angle of elevation, so let's consider this later, where from the point P, the angle of elevation should be something like this, towards where? Towards the top of the tree. So the top of the tree is here. So this is the line from P towards the top of the tree. So from Pn, you are looking up to the top of the tree through this line. And therefore, the angle of elevation is here, which is given to be 35 degrees. And this is the diagram representing the given information. So there is a tree standing on the ground. There is a point P 100 meters away from the foot of the tree, which gives you the horizontal distance to be 100 meters, and there is an angle of elevation. Therefore, the line goes up from the horizontal line and the angle is 35 degrees from P to the top of the tree. This is the information and we have done the diagram for this. Now consider this tree. We are considering the tree to be vertical so that we have a right angle triangle here. Since the tree is considered to be vertical and the ground is considered to be horizontal, the angle between a vertical and horizontal line is always 90 degrees. Therefore, we have a right angle triangle, and in case if we are asked to find the height of the tree given this information, this is what we are supposed to find. So this is the height that we are supposed to find using the right angle triangle here. So you can see that you are given an angle, it is a right angle triangle. You want the height h and 100 meters is given. Considering all the sides, you can see that we have opposite over adjacent for 35 degrees. Therefore, we can use tan ratio. Tan 35 degrees is equal to h over 100. Simplifying this, you can pause the video and find the value of h, and which is approximately going to be equal to 70 meters. So the height of the tree in this case is 70 meters approximately. And we used tan ratio because we are given the adjacent side to 35 degrees and we want the opposite side to 35 degrees. Therefore, connecting opposite and adjacent, we have tan ratio. So we are using the simple tan ratio in this case. Let's move further and proceed for another example. Let's consider a building standing on the ground and another building which is taller than this building standing on the same ground as building A. So we have building A and building B. A is shorter than B and they are standing on the same horizontal ground. Now let's consider a person sitting above building A and looking at the top of the building. His horizontal line would be along the blue dotted line, whereas he is looking up from his horizontal line towards the top of building B. Therefore, this will be his angle of elevation. Whereas if you consider a car standing at the foot of building B, then the person at the top of building A should be looking down towards the car, which means he is making an angle of depression through this angle. So this is angle of depression and the green one is angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is formed when he is looking at the top of building B and angle of depression is formed when he is looking at the bottom of building B. Now consider that there is a person sitting in the car and he wants to look at the person at the point X. So from car C, somebody wants to look at the person X who is at the top of building A. So this will be his line of sight. Therefore, the angle of elevation would be from his horizontal line, which is the green ground line, towards the red line. So this will be his angle of elevation for a person sitting in the car looking at the person on the top of building A. So in this case, you can see that you have two vertical lines representing the buildings, and therefore you can remove the buildings and make the mathematical diagram. You can see that these two angles are same because of the same property I just mentioned before. They are interior opposite angles between the two horizontal lines. Therefore, these two angles should be equal to each other. Whereas the angle of elevation from X to T will be different depending upon the height of the building B. So these two angles are only equal because they form the Z property between two horizontal lines. So let's proceed further and see what we can do with this information. So we are considering an appropriate question for this. From the top of a 10-meter high building A, so the building A is going to be 10 meter tall, the angle of depression of the foot of another building B is 40 degrees and the angle of elevation of its top is 65 degrees. Find the height of the building. So pause the video here and try to draw the diagram for this information. Are you ready? Let's make the diagram first. So there is a small building which is 10 meters high. So this is 10 meters high. The taller building is B, and the angle of depression from the top of building A to the bottom of building B is 40 degrees, and angle of elevation is 65 degrees. But what we want to do is we want to find the height of building B. So let's consider this as A and this as B. Therefore, the height of the building B is this height. So this is what we are supposed to find. And what is given? Angle of elevation is 65 degrees. So we know what is angle of elevation in this case to the top of the building B from the top of building A. This is the angle of elevation. So this angle is supposed to be 65 degrees. And from the same top of building A to the bottom of building B, the angle of depression is 40 degrees. Therefore, this angle should be 40 degrees. And we know that this angle and this angle are equal. Therefore, this is also going to be equal to 40 degrees. So we have a picture here which can be represented as a mathematical diagram. So this is what we have as information, and h is the value that we need to find. Again, pause the video, try to identify all the right angle triangles and see how you can proceed to find the value of h in this case. Are you ready? Now let's mark this point as n because we have a horizontal and vertical line. We have a 90 degree on this point. So that might be helpful. So let's mark this as n. Now since xa is 10, nb is also 10, and therefore this has to be h minus 10 because tb is h. So we have certain information here, and we need to find h minus 10, which is we need to find tn. Therefore, we can use the triangle xtn, which is 90 degrees at n. But before doing that, we need the value for xn. So in order to find the value of xn, we can find the value of AB using this triangle. So when you use this triangle, we can see that tan ratio is equal to 10 over AB. So 10 over AB is tan 40 degrees, and simplifying this, you can see that AB is approximately 12 meters. And we know that AB is equal to xn, therefore xn is also equal to 12 meters. And considering this triangle, we have again tan ratio h minus 10 over 12 is equal to tan 65 degrees. Again, you can pause the video here and find an approximate value for h. So h is approximately equal to 35.7 meters. So the height of building B is equal to 35.7 meters. So this is how you use angle of elevation and depression in real life problems. Hope you understood this. Thanks for watching. For more examples and for more information about angles of elevation and other real life problems on trigonometry, visit ganitika.com, register in this website with your email ID, and go into the topic trigonometry part 3, and you can see all the other real life problems applying trigonometry. If you like my videos, please like and share these videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get updates as and when I upload new videos. Happy learning from ganitika.com. Bye bye.